Hey there, beautiful souls! Welcome back to LMOS Kitchen, where we turn everyday ingredients into extraordinary meals without the fuss. If you've been following my journey, you know I'm all about creating delicious, soul-warming dishes that don't require a mountain of dirty dishes or hours of prep time. Today, I'm sharing one of my absolute favorite go-to recipes that has literally saved my sanity on countless busy weeknights: the perfect one-pan chicken and potatoes. This isn't just another recipe, it's your ticket to stress-free dinners that taste like you've been cooking all day. I discovered this magical combination during one of those chaotic weeks when life felt overwhelming, and I needed something that would feed my family well, without adding to my already towering pile of dishes. What started as a desperate dinner solution has become our most requested family meal, and I can't wait to share all my secrets with you. Let me tell you why this one-pan chicken and potatoes recipe has become my ride-or-die weeknight hero. First, it's incredibly forgiving. Perfect for those nights when you're juggling homework help, work calls, and trying to get dinner on the table. The beauty lies in its simplicity. Everything cooks together in perfect harmony, with the chicken juices flavoring the potatoes while the vegetables caramelize into golden perfection. What makes this recipe truly special is how the flavors develop as everything roasts together. The chicken skin becomes gloriously crispy while staying tender inside, the potatoes absorb all those amazing pan drippings, and any vegetables you add become beautifully caramelized. It's like having a complete, restaurant-quality meal that practically cooks itself while you handle everything else life throws at you. The versatility is another game-changer. This base recipe adapts to whatever you have on hand or whatever your family is craving. Mediterranean vibes with lemon and herbs? Absolutely. Comfort food with rosemary and garlic? Perfect. Even a bit of spice with paprika and cayenne works beautifully. It's your canvas, and I'm here to give you all the techniques to make it masterful every single time. The foundation of extraordinary one-pan meals starts with selecting the right ingredients, and I've learned some crucial tricks through years of testing. For the chicken, I always recommend using bone-in, skin-on pieces, thighs, drumsticks, or a combination. The bones add incredible flavor and help keep the meat juicy, while the skin protects the meat and becomes deliciously crispy. If you prefer white meat, bone-in breasts work beautifully too, though I always suggest watching the cooking time more carefully. When it comes to potatoes, not all varieties are created equal for this dish. I've found that medium-sized Yukon Gold or red potatoes work best because they hold their shape during roasting while developing that perfect creamy interior. Cut them into uniform pieces, about 1.5 to 2 inches, so they cook evenly alongside your chicken. Avoid russets for this recipe. They tend to fall apart and don't achieve that beautiful golden exterior we're after. The magic really happens with your seasoning choices. I always start with a generous amount of kosher salt and freshly cracked black pepper as my base. From there, dried herbs like thyme, rosemary, or oregano add wonderful depth. Fresh garlic is non-negotiable. It roasts beautifully and infuses everything with incredible flavor. And a good olive oil is essential for achieving that golden, crispy exterior on both the chicken and potatoes. Here's where the real magic happens, and I'm going to share the techniques that took me years to perfect. Temperature control is absolutely crucial. I always preheat my oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the sweet spot for getting crispy skin on the chicken while ensuring the potatoes cook through completely. Don't be tempted to go higher thinking it will cook faster. You'll end up with burnt outsides and raw centers. The key to success lies in your prep and arrangement. Pat your chicken completely dry with paper towels. This step is non-negotiable for crispy skin. Season everything generously, and I mean generously. The potatoes especially need more salt than you think because they're going to absorb flavors as they cook. Toss the potatoes with olive oil and seasonings in a separate bowl first, then arrange them around your seasoned chicken pieces. Here's a professional tip that makes all the difference. Give your chicken and potatoes some breathing room. Overcrowding the pan leads to steaming instead of roasting, and you'll miss out on those beautiful caramelized edges. If you're cooking for a larger family, use 2 pans rather than cramming everything into one. Trust me on this, the results will be dramatically better. Getting the timing right is where many home cooks struggle, but I've developed a foolproof system that works every time. Start by placing your seasoned chicken skin side up in your roasting pan, then nestle the prepared potatoes around the pieces. The initial high heat, that 425 degrees Fahrenheit I mentioned, should cook most chicken pieces perfectly in 35 to 45 minutes depending on size. The real secret is using a meat thermometer rather than guessing. Chicken thighs should reach 175 degrees Fahrenheit, while breasts need to hit 165 degrees. The potatoes should be easily pierced with a fork and have gorgeous golden brown edges. If your potatoes need a few extra minutes after the chicken is done, simply remove the chicken to rest and pop the potatoes back in for another 5 to 10 minutes. Here's something I learned the hard way. Let everything rest for at least 5 minutes after coming out of the oven. This allows the juices to redistribute in the chicken and, gives the potatoes time to finish cooking from residual heat. Use this time to make a quick pan sauce if you'd like, or simply enjoy the anticipation of diving into your perfectly cooked meal. One of the reasons this recipe has stayed in my regular rotation for years is its incredible adaptability. My Mediterranean version uses lemon slices, fresh oregano, Kalamata olives, and cherry tomatoes added in the last 15 minutes of cooking. The brightness of the lemon cuts through the richness beautifully, and the olives add a wonderful briny depth that, honestly, transforms the entire dish. For cozy autumn nights, I love creating a harvest version with sweet potatoes mixed in with regular potatoes, fresh sage, and a touch of maple syrup drizzled over everything before roasting. The sweet potatoes caramelize beautifully, and the sage becomes wonderfully crispy and fragrant. It's like having Thanksgiving dinner any night of the week. When I'm craving something with a bit more heat, my Spanish-inspired version includes smoked paprika, a pinch of saffron if I have it, and some sliced bell peppers and onions. Sometimes I'll add a few Spanish olives and finish with a squeeze of fresh lemon. The paprika creates this gorgeous color and adds a wonderful smoky depth that pairs perfectly with the crispy chicken skin. This one-pan chicken and potatoes recipe isn't just about dinner. It's about reclaiming your evenings and bringing your family together around food that tastes like love. Every time I make this dish, I'm reminded why simple, well-executed recipes are the foundation of great home cooking. It's forgiving enough for beginners but sophisticated enough to serve to guests, and it never fails to bring smiles to the dinner table. I hope this recipe becomes as cherished in your kitchen as it has in mine. There's something truly magical about pulling a single pan from the oven and knowing you've created a complete, satisfying meal that will have everyone asking for seconds. Remember, cooking is about nourishing the people you love, and this recipe does exactly that with minimal fuss and maximum flavor. If this recipe brings as much joy to your dinner table as it has to mine, I'd love to hear about it. Don't forget to subscribe to LMOS Kitchen for more simple, delicious recipes that make home cooking feel achievable and fun. Share this recipe with anyone who needs a weeknight dinner hero, and let's keep spreading the love through good food, one pan at a time.